Sup everyone, I'm your female otaku and I'm here to review episode 2 of Made in Abyss. And with this episode we learn about Lyza, the Annihilator. A beautiful woman with long golden locks, an adventurous, spirited woman who went down to the depths of the abyss to retrieve all sorts of impossible relics and fend off against the most toughest of foes, even slaying them. This woman was loved by everyone, and even though she's currently missing in action for the past decade, the people actually throw a festival, a resurrection festival for her. But what's even crazier is that she just so happens to be Riko's mother and gave birth to her in the abyss. Unfortunately, the father wasn't there at the time for the birth as, well, he died. So I guess we're not going to be getting much information about the dad. I mean, they pretty much glossed over his whole, history with the mom and, Riko right then and there. So I don't know. Maybe we will dive in more into Riko's father, but her mother's way more important at the moment because Riko's uncle Habo came back from, his group's little raid, and they brought back her whistle, the mom's whistle. So what does this mean? This gives a lot of people hope that, hey, she may still be alive, that she's not, proclaimed dead, she's just missing in action. However, it's very, very, impossible for her to be alive at this moment, but hey, it's anime, you have the shonen bullshit rules. But there is something that did catch my eye. You see, like I said, Riko was born in the Abyss, and apparently there is this curse called the Curse of the Abyss, to where this could happen to any cave raider, okay, at any time. You go down one layer, you start throwing up, you go down another layer, and you get worse and worse as you go on, you get wounds, you bleed out, if by the 4th layer you die. But how could Riko, a baby, survive the Abyss? Well, her mother protected her with this strange relic that they found, and it was able to block off the curse. However, the mother wasn't able to protect Riko's eyes, and so that's why Riko wears glasses. Sorta. Riko doesn't wear glasses because of just bad eyesight, but because of headaches. She gets headaches if she doesn't wear her glasses, or if she isn't looking through a crystal lens, as they put it. This just so happens to be a sign of the Curse of the Abyss. So what would happen if Riko lost her glasses in the Abyss for a long period of time? I don't know. Let's talk about Reg for a little bit. Reg, this adorable little bean, oh boy, this kid. He went through a lot of shit at the beginning of the episode because it turned out this dude was totally experimented on during his sleep as Riko poked things in him where things should not be poked into and checked upon things in which a little 12-year-old girl should not be checking on. Like, wow. This is all for science, kids. Don't get any perverted ideas. They realize that they can't hide Reg for much longer, as well the kids are pretty bad at hiding things. So they came up with a plan to introduce him to Leader and the rest of the orphanage as just a new student from outside, a new orphan really. And they came up with actually a pretty logical backstory, and it all worked out. So now Reg is officially a student over at the orphanage and is about to go on his first cave raid. At the end of the episode, we see that Riko has been called down by the headmasters or whatever to look at these documents all of a sudden. And it's probably because, the headmasters clearly read the documents. And so after that whistle was found, perhaps the headmasters have hope that Lyza is alive. So they invited Riko over to see the documents, and Reg too, because Riko is a troublemaker. And they look at a bunch of pictures and stuff. There's no text on any of them, but then there is one letter. It looks ripped off, but there is one letter and it says, "At the netherworld's bottom, I'll be waiting." What does this mean? Do you really think that Lyza is alive, that maybe she was able to protect herself in that same relic that she protected Riko in when she was a little baby? Or do you really think that Lyza's at the bottom of the abyss? I mean, come on. We don't even know how deep the abyss is. This thing seems to be never ending, and people can only make it to the 4th layer. Like, come on! Okay, I highly doubt she's at the bottom, but if she is alive after these past 10 years, then it's most likely because of that relic thing that protected Rico. But let me know your thoughts, and please be careful as there are spoilers all over the place. Not direct spoilers, but one of those obvious hints type spoilers, you know? So be wary, and manga readers, shut your traps, please. Oh God, you guys just don't know how to communicate with anime onlys anymore. I swear, you just accidentally spoil things. Maybe you purposely do it. I don't really know, but I'm gonna need you guys to stop. Please. I'm your female otaku. Sayonara.